My name is Travis Lesack, and this year I decided to do my scenario on autobiographical memory. 2020 and 2021 have been years of utter craziness. Most of us can remember nearly everything that happened on March 13th, 2020. But can you remember every day of your life since you were just a little kid? What about the sounds, such as a fire truck? Does it make you smell smoke and see the red and white flashing lights? Have you ever come victim to the feeling that you have already experienced something that is happening to you right now? All three of these examples fall into the autobiographical part of a person's memory. That was my scenario question this year. What is autobiographical memory? The definition of autobiographical memory is memory that refers to one's personal history. There are many types and examples that fall under the category of autobiographical memory. Today, I will talk about three types: deja vu, synthesia, and hyperthymesia. Before we get into the research I've done for my scenario this year, let's do a little test. Write the 15 words listed below on a blank sheet of paper, leaving a few lines between each one. You can go ahead and pause the video right now if you want to do so. Use each of the 15 words to bring back a specific memory from your past. The first one you think of when you see the word. The memory that you could think of may come from any period of your life, including childhood, young adulthood, adulthood, or more recent years. Jot down a few details about each one. Once you come up with a memory for each of the 15 words, go back and try to remember how old you were at the time of the memory. Be as specific as you can. Tally up the numbers of memories that came from each of the decades in your life. From which decade or year of your life did most of the memories come from? If you're at least 40 years old, it is likely that the largest number of memories you generated came from your teens, ages 11 through 20, and 20s, ages 21 through 30. Unlike many other aspects of memory performance, which decline with age, this bump of memories tends to remain stable into the 9th and 10th decades of life. Scientists don't agree about why people can remember these years so well. What do you think explains it? The first example and most common example of autobiographical memory is deja vu. Deja vu is a French word that means already seen. Deja vu is a feeling of having already experienced the present situation. About 60 to 70% of the population reports to have experienced deja vu at some point in their lives. New research suggests that deja vu is simply a result of the brain checking through memories, ensuring that everything is up to par. Deja vu is most likely a result of the front regions of the brain checking through our memories and sending signals if there is some sort of memory error, such as a conflict between what we've actually experienced and what we think we have experienced, so that we do not have false memories. Many people claim that deja vu is accompanied by a feeling of knowing what will happen next. Deja vu, in a sense of premonition, a strong feeling that something is about to happen, especially something unpleasant, can be studied scientifically. People who recall deja vu more frequently tend to watch more movies and travel more often. Does age have a factor in deja vu? The answer to that question is yes. A small percent of people say they have their first deja vu experience before the age of 6. More people report their first deja vu experience sometime before they were 10. By the time you reach 15 to 25 years of age, you will probably be having deja vu experiences more often than you will ever have after that. This is because in that age gap, your brain becomes fully grown and will recall more memories. The number of deja vu experiences you will have will steadily decrease after the age of 25. The unrecalled memory hypothesis. There is one hypothesis called the unrecalled memory hypothesis. The unrecalled memory hypothesis is that deja vu can be driven by an unrecalled memory. For example, someone may watch a movie about traveling to Paris to see the Eiffel Tower, but in real life the person watching the movie has never been to Paris. But then 2 years later, the person who watched the movie decides to go to see the Eiffel Tower and recalls memories of being there once before. This is because he or she watched the movie. More hypotheses. There is also a hypothesis about spatial format of things causing deja vu. An example of this would be buildings on a street. You could think you were down the road, but it was another one that looked similar. People investigated the hypothesis that deja vu is related to a feeling of familiarity and that it can result from similarity between a novel scene and that of a scene experienced in one's past. Synthesia. Synthesia is a neurological condition in which information meant to stimulate one of your senses stimulates several of your senses. Simply put, synthesia is when one sense is activated, another unrelated sense is activated at the same time. Research suggests that about 1 in 2,000 people are synthesists, and some experts suspect that as many as 1 in 300 people have some variation of the condition. Some famous people who have or had synthesia are Billie Eilish, Billy Joel, Kanye West, and Vincent van Gogh. There are 73 different types of synthesia, some of which include auditory tactile synthesia, when a sound prompts a bodily sensation; chromophagia, when sounds can trigger one to see color; grapheme color synthesia, when letters and numbers are associated with colors; lexical gustatory synthesia, when hearing a word can trigger taste; mirror touch synthesia, when a person feels as though they are being touched if they witness it happening to somebody else. Number form, when a mental map of numbers involuntarily appears whenever somebody thinks of numbers. Ordinal linguistic personification, when ordered sequences, example days of the week, are associated with personalities or genders. Spatial sequence synthesia, when you can see numbers or numerical sequences as points in space, close or far away. Hyperthymesia. Hyperthymesia, or HSAM, is an ability that allows people to remember nearly every event in their life with great precision. Hyperthymesia falls into the autobiographical part of one's memory because they can vividly recall their history and events in their life. Only around 60 people in the world are known to have hyperthymesia. Joe Price is one of the more famous person to have hyperthymesia. Not a lot of research has been done on hyperthymesia, but in the near future lots more will be known about HSAM. Joe Price, December 30th, 1965 to present. Joe Price states that she can recall various obscure moments of her life in great detail. Price can apparently recall every day of her life from when she was 14 years old. Starting on February 5th, 1980, it was a Tuesday, she wrote. In 2008, she wrote a book named The Woman Who Can't Forget, explaining her life. Price's brain resembled those of people with OCD.